Hello everyone, thanks for joining us here on Horizon. Well, it's been called the American dream, the ideal that anyone, no matter their birth or status in life, can better themselves through hard work and perseverance. Yet our country trails many in the developed world in social mobility, an issue that state leaders believe can only be solved with a new attitude about some old jobs. It's called the new minimum, and it's where we begin today.
Our biggest challenge is finding skilled workers.
We're in crisis. We're in a crisis mode now. We increasingly have had a problem with workforce for a long time, finding good trained workers.
We like to call it a skills gap.
So for us to move at a fast pace, we're going to have skill sets and people that also move at that pace.
There's lots of jobs for highly skilled college degrees or technical program individuals. Good jobs, a wide degree of choice, and very good pay scales.
We manufacture a product called a centralizer for the oil and gas industry. There are bodies available that we can't hire because they do not have the skill levels that we need. So we need to do a better job, I think, of preparing the emerging workforce for the positions that are available.
Nordam is a global aerospace repair and manufacturing company. Everything is moving so fast. Our industry is leapfrogging, and what we need is a skilled workforce, both college degreed and technical degreed, in order to be successful.
Career Tech's mission is a job for every Oklahoman and a workforce for every company. You have a surprising number of young people, especially, that are simply disengaged from the workforce. They clearly want to work, they just were mismatched with the workforce. They're frantically looking for work, but every time they go in, they don't have the right credentials, they don't have the right skill sets.
My company is Mills Machine Company in Shawnee, and we're a manufacturer of earth drilling tools and bits. Give me someone that has some basic training, some basic skills, and has some of the life skills like communication and teamwork and problem solving and working with other people, and we'll do the rest of the training.
This center is in the Global Research Network of General Electric. So this is the first global research center dedicated to one industry, and it's solely dedicated to the oil and gas industry. Our typical profile is going to be upper end, technology-based professionals.
So you need a workforce that is very flexible, that is comfortable with technology. This is not your grandfather's manufacturing anymore.
The workplace has become very sophisticated, much more complex. So you have two things happening. You need high-end academics. You also need significant technical skills.
In the manufacturing world, college isn't necessarily as important as the industrial certification programs that give people the kind of skills that are needed out in a factory environment. In fact, some of the highest paying jobs in the economy are manufacturing positions.
We started this generation-long belief that the only way to a successful career was through college.
College is not for everyone, and even if someone's not going to become an engineer, they still need technical training because it's a very technical world.
The new minimum just relates to trying to encourage high school students to understand that at the very minimum, they need some type of certification in order to establish a career. And that basic certification will get them a job.
So the new minimum, high school diploma and an industry credential or an associate's degree or a bachelor's degree. You cannot stop with an academic high school diploma. We've ignored what the workforce needs as we think about our education. We've kind of followed this one-size-fits-all solution.
I want to ask educators, what are you training these kids for? You know, what's the education about? To create a life, to create a career after they graduate.
It appears as we sterilize the K-12 environment to academics only, we failed to acknowledge the value of building, doing, creating.
The business community needs to partner with the education community.
And I see opportunities for educators to bring in mentors. The corporate world can help here. Parents can help here. They need to have that mentor in grade school or middle school that excites them.
We have an internship program, and that's where we actually bring through a lot of our talent. They get trained here, they participate in our company, and then usually they're the pipeline for our future stakeholders. One thing I would encourage is more programs like that, working with schools.
In kindergarten, first and second grade, you actually expose them to the whole range of careers. We've always done it. We've shown them firemen and football players and a doctor, but we forgot to show them cybersecurity, manufacturing, outdoors work, sales.
So we want to start early, encourage them to get into those technical fields. We're going to be very interested in supporting of the STEM, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics type profile.
The more we can get down to a common language about what it is that you really need, the educators are much better positioned. The young people will be much better served.
Do what you like. This, think about going to a job. It's fun every day, and I get paid to do this? Wow. Doesn't get any better than that. That's the buttons we've got to find with our youth.
There's a lot of competition out there, and the world's moving really fast, and innovation is happening at scale. So we have to innovate, whether it's energy or whether it's clean water or whether it's healthcare services. That has to happen, and somebody's going to compete for those products, and it might as well be us, and we need to go out there and fight and win.
President Obama devoted a substantial portion of his 2014 State of the Union address to explaining how he plans to improve the nation's economy by connecting unemployed workers with skills-starved employers. Now, if you'd like to see what state leaders are trying to do to solve that same problem, just head to okhorizon.com and look for a couple of Skills Gap stories under this week's Value Added section. When we return, we'll talk with a CEO who says the first step in closing that skills gap is by changing some attitudes.